Hello, this is the Watchdog, and welcome back to Fun with Watches. If watches weren't fun, you'd only need one. Today, we're going to review the North Edge Alps. Let's start with the wrist check. I'm still wearing the Spectin Sewn homage to Piaget Polo. I wore this to work yesterday. Of course, nobody made any comments. And Greg was wearing my Parnsarpi O-08. Greg said Yoda's Force Ghost kept telling Master Skywalker, "It builds you will, come will he." So Master Skywalker thought that meant he should build his field watch of dreams. Later, he asked Luke if he built it, and Luke said, not exactly. That's changing the strap on my Hamilton khaki count. All right, let's take a look at the watch. Comes in just typical North Edge box. They all do, and they always come with this little thing that keeps the watch in place. And it always comes on a pillow. And also, this watch is very complicated. You need these instructions. It is not very intuitive how to use all the features of this watch. But here it is. Not a bad looking watch. Another North Edge on my channel. I had the North Edge Marge, which has a pedometer. Then I had the North Edge Apache, which has a compass. Well, this North Edge Alps has both, a pedometer and a compass. So you get the best of both North Edges. All this functionality is in a digital movement inside a rather large but not thick carbon fiber case. Carbon fiber is stronger and lighter than titanium. You don't really need a carbon fiber case, but then again, you probably don't need a compass, but here we are. This watch only comes in one color, which is black with a negative display, but you have a choice of two different straps. I chose the olive green because that is my preferred field watch color. There is also black for those who prefer the all black look, or if you are a ninja. The watch is 45.2 millimeters if you measure at the bezel, but 47.6 if you measure at these little edges of the case here. So it's a pretty big watch. 53.5 millimeters lug to lug, but the lugs slope down pretty good, so it sits nice and flat on the wrist. And it's 12.6 millimeters thick, but the crystal is far beneath the bezel there. And it has a 24 millimeter lug width, and of course no taper because of the strap design. And it only weighs 49 grams on the supplied canvas strap. That's pretty light for a watch this big. Then we have the bezel. It gives you what the pushers do. It says light, start, mode, and down. Then it says North Edge on the very bottom. This is a film compensated super twisted pneumatic display. So it's a little bit upgrade of an LCD display. It gives you a little bit wider angle of viewing. But unfortunately, as you saw by my montage, the really close-up shots sucked because of the display. It just couldn't seem to focus on it. So if you thought my montage shots were blurry, that's why. And then we have the main display. We got the day of the week, we got the time, we got the day of the month, and then we have a little counter track that goes all the way around, so you can tell the seconds quickly if you don't have the main display on. Okay, I'm going to go and show you the different modes of this watch, but I'm not going to go over how to set them and use them because there's so many, it would just take forever. So we're going to head and hit the mode button. And then this is a little history of your steps because this has a pedometer. And I haven't been using this to walk, so right now it's got nothing. Then here's the stopwatch. Just start it, and it does do split time, or lap time, I mean. And it has a countdown timer. Then it has an alarm. Then it has a pacer. This is a metronome, sorry. There's no such thing as a metronome. Then this is the compass. And this is the setup menu. This is where you can set your weight, your stride, and whether to go with miles or kilometers, meters or centimeters, all that stuff. Then you're back on the main time, and this does not do dual time. Most digital watches like this do dual time. This does not. Then we have the crystal. The crystal, it says it's glass, but I don't know, it feels kind of plasticky. So I can't tell if there's a film coating on this glass, and I just can't pry it off. I don't want to get too involved because I don't want to damage it. So I don't know. But it does get dirty easy. And then we have the case. Once again, the case is carbon fiber. The bezel is not, but the case is. So carbon fiber, of course, is a premium material. It's harder than steel and lighter than titanium. And once again, it's shaped nicely because of the way the lugs go down. And then we have the case back. Case back's held on by 4 tiny screws, says North Edge Alps. WR, we get 50 meters of water resistance, and that's it, but that's fine for a field watch. You're not going to go diving with this. And we get the little symbol telling you not to throw this in the trash because of the battery. Then I don't know the movement. I guess it doesn't matter. You either like what it does or you don't like what it does. Then we have the strap. The strap is Velcro, and it's got Velcro on both sides. So that means the strap is completely 100% adjustable. So you can get the perfect fit. Plus the strap is stretchy. So you can wear it a little tight without it digging into your wrist. So it's still comfortable wearing it tight because since it's stretchy. And this end has a little thing on the end, and this one does not. I don't think it matters. And once again, the Velcro is identical on both sides. And this is 24 millimeter lugs. So if you want to put it on a NATO, you need a 24 millimeter. Of course, if you put it on a 22, you'd have some gap there, but it wouldn't look awful. Maybe I'll put it on a 22 before the review is over. Here's the watch on my 7.5-inch wrist. It looks nice. It wears nice. It's light. It's comfortable. And once again, this strap is stretchy, so it fits nice even if you wear it tight. And as you can see, I only have about 3/4 of an inch between them, so you could probably wear this on your forearm or your bicep, no problem. Strap is plenty big. It'll fit anybody. If this strap is too small for you, I guess you're Popeye. Here's the watch on a 22 millimeter double pass. So you got a little bit of gap there between the lugs, but it doesn't look horrible. So you could probably wear it on a 22 millimeter double pass canvas strap if you wanted. And since it's a pretty thin watch, it doesn't wear chunky, even though it's on a double pass. Here's the backlight. As you can see, the backlight's pretty decent. It's nice and even. It's always nice when the backlight shows everything lit up about the same brightness all over the whole watch and not just having one bright corner. What I like about this watch, it looks and wears great. It has a carbon fiber case, fully featured digital movement with a compass and a pedometer. It has a stretchy Velcro strap that gives you the perfect fit. And it has a film compensated super twisted pneumatic display. What are my gripes and groans? 24 millimeter lugs. 22 would have looked fine on this big watch, and then you'd have better strap options. And since it is a Velcro strap, you have to kind of size it every time you put it on. Do I recommend this watch? Sure. This is a fully featured digital watch with a carbon fiber case for $20-something. How can you go wrong? Well, thank you for watching my review of the North Edge Alps, and I'll be back with a unboxing. I have 2 watches that came from AliExpress the other day, so I got to get those unboxed. Be sure and like and subscribe to my channel. If you like this watch, be sure to use my affiliate link, and I'll get a tiny commission, but those tiny commissions do add up, and I'd like to thank my Members Choice members. Last time I checked, there were 6 of you. And I still haven't sold a Members Choice watch, so I don't know when I'm going to ever sell it. Nobody's buying watches now. I have 1 million for sale, and I got to put a good 4 or 5 more up for sale. So it might be a while, but thank you for your support. Bye.